We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. First carry for James Conner. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Roethlisberger will hand to Conner, and he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. The Steelers, of course, had all the questions lingering with Le'Veon Bell. Tip of the cap to James Conner. He really has filled in nicely.
He prepared himself as if he were going to be the starter right from week 1, and I got to see him in preseason, and you saw a little bit of everything. His ability to run inside, also run to the perimeter, catch the ball out of the backfield. And how about his season opener against Cleveland? They didn't win the game, but he played awfully well, 135 yards rushing, and he helped close out a big win at Tampa Bay in Week 3 on Monday Night Football with some nice runs down the stretch.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Conner. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Forced out to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Michael Bannon in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're going to try and throw. On the left side, it's McDonald. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Chris Long in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it first and 10 inside their own 20-yard line.
Let's go, Greg.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. To throw, it's Wentz.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And all the way down to the 42. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. On second down now, Adams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Throwing is Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He is putting on a show in this second quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a first down. On first down, Adams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Wentz throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. On third and long, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
They'll run on first down. Adams, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Come on now, come on now, let's go.
On second down, here's Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Golden Tate from 6 yards away. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Football switches hands back to Pittsburgh. And speaking of the Steelers, that loss last week to Oakland did them no favors. A very surprising defeat. But they had a chance, if they had won that game, to put a little separation between them and Baltimore.
And we all expected that going in, didn't we? They were favored going to Oakland to win against a Raiders team that had won 2 games prior to that one. You knew Baltimore was going to have a struggle in Kansas City. We probably thought that they would lose, and they did in overtime. That would give them a...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Mike Bennett in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Steelers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Well, the Philadelphia Eagles, Charles, they had a tough loss last week against Dallas. That drops them to 6 and 7. And you and I have talked before about sort of a Super Bowl letdown season, if you will, and they certainly seem to be in the midst of that.
They certainly are.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They go play action here on 1st down. Slide it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to go down again.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And after that touchdown, we are just a PAT away from a tie game, and I know everyone's going to look at it and go, guess what? Tie game, all even, They just scored. If they kick this extra point and tie it, they're going to feel like they're the ones that are in control.
Boswell good with the extra point. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, a nice spin. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Throwing now is Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On play action, Wentz. And that is incomplete. A CD, by the way, we have some news from the esports world. First major of the new year. The Madden Classic was held in Las Vegas during Week 14 of the NFL season. 170 players.
Yeah, did you see the money?
Over $150,000 in prize money.
Not so bad, huh? Yeah. Not too shabby.
And your winner, I'll let you do the honors for the second straight year.
Michael Skimbo, second straight year. The man walks away with the money and the championship belt. He beat Justin Lowman Brown 28-21 in the final. I think the world was looking forward to this one, and they got it. And I can't wait to see how Skimbo does with the rest of the majors now. He is the man to beat.
Sorry, little man Barone. Congratulations, Skimbo. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, Adams. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Josh Adams, 29 yards. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 35 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
To throw is Wentz. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger escapes the sack, steps away to his left. Scrambling, not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. Big Ben, with his size, sometimes it still surprises me when he can dance for a first.
He's the preeminent quarterback at taking contact, shedding it, and turning it into a big play. You know what they say about him? It's not the first 3 seconds of the play that you worry about with him. It's the next 3. Takes the hit, and now he creates a big one.
And the tackle there by Chris Long. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. Now he steps away. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. It is picked up by the Eagles. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Play action. Now Wentz. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Wentz going to throw. They'll roll him out right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. But before the game, you and I were looking at some of the highlights from last week. And one of the top plays was certainly that 99-yard touchdown run by Derrick Henry.
Not only was it a top play, it's going to be memorable. And again, not just for 99 yards, which is enough of a reason to remember it. Was the way he got it done. I mean, how about him knocking over people, stiff-arming people? I mean, it was an incredible, strong run. Tony Dorsett, who actually held the record before Derrick Henry, he hit him up on social media, gave him a little dap, a little congratulations. What a play.
Yeah, those are the only 2 guys to have a 99-yard touchdown run. Incidentally, both of them Heisman Trophy winners as well.
And a friend of ours on social media, he sent out a post that said, and with that run, Derrick Henry locks up his 2nd Heisman Trophy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Chris Long in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
To throw, it's Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And that one results in 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll run on 1st down. Adams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Adams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Now Wentz will keep it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Here we go. Ready? Listen.
They'll run on 1st down. Adams. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Defensively, they know the situation. They stack the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey.